Yo, what's going on, guys? Okay, then, so this is another one of those questions that gets asked in the streams. And I thought I better do this video just to really help put people to perspective regarding when is it the best time to trade, but more importantly, trade Bitcoin. Now we have to understand something. Bitcoin is the most traded coin. That's the truth. Because it's the most fashionable coin in the crypto space. It all started with Bitcoin. Now, the purpose of this video, I am going to keep it short and sweet. I've got my eye on the time. Now I'm wasting time telling you about how short this video is going to be. See that little glitch right there? A little bit of a glitch. I'm telling you, I am synthetic. I'm believing that I am synthetic, and this is actually starting to come out. All right, so please bear with me if I glitch out. Jokes aside, here we go. When is it the best time to trade Bitcoin, but more so crypto? Now, in my time of trading, especially in Forex, Mondays was always the day that I was the most excited to trade. I hated the weekends because the markets were closed. I just didn't like the weekends. Everyone's buzzes for the weekend. I was probably the only person on earth that hated the weekends. Why? Because I didn't get any action. I wanted the markets to be open. All right? So during that time in Forex, I was like, mastering the understanding of the strategy that I was using, trying to do all my notes, doing the homework, watching previous price action, but it just wasn't enough for me. All right. When Monday would turn up, I'd be at my most excited. I'd be up bright and early, getting ready to start my trading day. I have read all of the news announcements on what has been discussed over the weekend and the impact across the world and how it would affect the dollar, how it would affect sterling, how it would affect the yen. And I was getting ready to, in essence, reflect the information in the charts with trades. But I always found that trading on a Monday, if I was thinking like that, thousands of other traders were probably thinking the same thing too. Now, that's just not in terms of a retail trader like the guy who trades from home. What about institutional traders? They can't place trades until they're at their desks. So they would have had all their meetings in the morning and they would have been told, they said this about the dollar, they said this about the yen, this president's doing this prime minister's doing this. And then they would just reflect that in their trading. So they could be like, yo, boys, get ready, start loading up. $500 million worth of yen. Let's get it chucked into the pair and let's see what happens towards the end of the week. That sort of scenario. For me, I was at my most aggressive at the start of the week, but yet I always ended up losing most of my account at the start of the week. It was only until then I realized that Monday was always going to be the false move. Now, in relation to the hybrid system, we understand Mondays to be the false move because they send price in a direction to get traders to commit in either direction. That is, they can move price higher or they can move price lower. And then once Tuesday hits, that is when the true intention of the direction of the move comes into play. If you go back and watch in the previous streams, there have been many instances where we've caught fake moves on the Monday and it sets up the range for the rest of the week. Here is an example with Bitcoin. So if we go back towards where we were over here, it was in this range right here. Where is it? This was it. This was on the 15th of December, if knowledge serves me correctly. No, it was the 13th of December. All right. So 13th of December right there. Now, this was going into the false move on the Monday. No, tell a lie. It was the week before. It was the week before on the 8th, if I'm correct. Where was it? It was a false move on the 1 hour time frame at the 800 EMA. I believe it was. Here it is. That was it. Okay, 25th of November. So if you go back in the streams and look at the 25th of November. Okay, 22nd, sorry. The 22nd took us here. All right. Now, this was in the Asian session on Sunday night. They had initiated the false move in two instances, okay? They marked price up over the weekend, and then they sent price down for the rest of the trading session on the 22nd, which was on a Monday, all right? What I'm saying to you is, if you go back in time and look at every single Monday in the month, there's always going to be the opposite direction happening first before they take the true direction. So let's take another Monday. Let's go on the 15th of November. All right, so let's look at the 15th. Classic play. Here it is. 15th of November, we're starting the trading session. Asia, happy days, stop hunt rise. And then they mark price down lower. So traders come to the charts at Monday morning in the UK Brinks. Look at it right there. They get excited. Oh, look, it's been rising, so let's start buying. Market maker traps the retail trader. Blue vector candle, spike to the downside. They trap the liquidity and New York follows through because New York would have had enough time to absorb the information that has been happening here. But at the same time, we've also got Asia building the positions in the first place. So in relation to this video, when is it the best time to trade? Well, in my experience, I have found that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, okay, are the best times to trade. Why? Because that's when all the liquidity is being hit in the charts. Now, today it's been a bit of a tricky day because Bitcoin's already made some significant moves to the downside. All right. But if you go back in time and pull off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you will notice that that's when most of the bigger plays tend to play out. Now, of course, we've got Friday tomorrow. It's a market moving day tomorrow because we've got a big announcement for the US, which is the non-farm payrolls. Now, price action is reflecting the stability of that anticipation in news. So we've got to be aware. Now, come Friday, I don't place any trades on a Friday unless I've got a couple of swing trades from the start of the week. But I refuse to place trades on Mondays and Fridays. Why? Because I'd lose a lot of money on the Monday because I get caught out. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I would make all my money back. And then come Friday, I would end up giving it back. Because Mondays and Fridays are always the days where they're going to set up price for the start of the week. So that will be Monday. And then on Friday, they'll be anticipating setting things up for the following Monday. Okay? Now in cryptocurrency, it trades all the time. So you've got the luxury of trading whenever you want. But then again, why is it at the weekend most new traders and normal traders, everyday traders, end up getting wrecked over the weekend? Because they've got the time to trade. That's the thing. And when they've got the time to trade, they are then opening positions in marginal spots where there's no volatility, no volume. And they're hoping that the same play that they would try and find at the weekend works out the same way it would in the week. Now, if you are proficient in the hybrid system, fair play. You understand your limits. You'll understand what places to trade in terms of the weekend and what coins to trade over the weekend. You might get a lot of action with the altcoins, especially because they're low cap and there's a lot of volatility there. But when you're dealing with Bitcoin itself, you've got to be really careful at the times that you pick because it's you against the market maker and it's your money tied in with all the rest of all the retail traders like institutional traders, bank managers, you name it. Okay, whales, all their money is being exchanged and the best time to be doing that is when they're exchanging those funds. That doesn't mean that they don't do anything over the weekends, but we can agree that activity is reduced significantly at the weekends. Which is why at the weekends you see these big price spikes to get people to commit liquidity. And it's always towards Saturday evening, Sunday night. Because it's getting ready to start the week again. Okay? Now, when you're trying to establish the best time to trade, you need to establish what you are as a trader. Scalper, swing trader. If you currently run or work a 9 to 5 and you want to scalp, you want to try and catch the start of the New York session, the Brinks box, which would be 1 p.m. UK time, which is roughly 7 a.m. If you can't find any positions in half an hour, then you don't place a trade. Just look on the 1 minute time frame itself. If you want to place a couple of trades before you go to work, okay? So for example, let's say 1 p.m. right here. Yeah, it's 1 p.m. in the UK, which would be by principle 7 a.m. New York, for example. Okay? 8 a.m., whatever. You can see you've got a whole hour to trade. So you see this price movement to the upside, happy days. You've noticed green vector candle, deviation away from the moving average. Green vector doesn't push price anywhere, comes back and recovers the previous red vector candle. Okay, so things are starting to look like, are we going to see a movement higher? What do you want to see? Well, you want to see the test of the 50 EMA and the 200. If they can't show a test at this zone right here, you would initiate a short. Vector candles coming in, the presence of 3. 1, 2, go short on the second or go on the first. It's up to you. But you look left and you can see there's vector candles in the zone. So they're likely to come back to these pools of liquidity because of how close they are. You've gone short in that zone. You've gone from 36,628 all the way down, hypothetically, down to 36,435. Now, depending on your size and margin and what have you, if you're not happy, sorry, glitch. If you're not happy with the amount of money that you can earn from this entry point and on the assumption that it's going to continue and say it goes down a little bit further, okay, and you decide to close in this area here, well, then you're never going to be satisfied with any amount of money that you make in trading. Remember, you're looking for the success of the trade. Now, this is just a rough example. I don't know what times are flexible for you, but try and improve the chances of trades working out in your favor by trading in between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay? I'm not saying don't trade the weekends. That's on you. That's where you have to be accountable because the logic is there. If you can't make money during the most busiest times of the week where there's bags of liquidity being pushed into the marketplace, where we would naturally expect rises, retraces, continuations, then at the weekend when they can just throw price about up and down, you're putting yourself through torment and waiting for a range to break, then you're really going to start disliking trading. And you will never trade because you always end up getting caught out on the wrong side of the move because of the time that you're trading from. Okay? So I agree to keep this video short and sweet. 11 minutes. Mad love and respect to every single one of you people. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch up with tonight's live. All right? Take care of yourselves. Peace.